The induction program brought together various regulatory bodies and SOEs under the Department of Communications and Digital Technologies.
So by planning together right from the beginning of the term, then we are able to ensure that we will be aligned. So today we focus very much on ICT. As we know, ICT is the economic enabler for development, for growth of our economy. And we're really looking at what it is that we need to do to ensure that the policy environment is conducive. Very interesting discussion so far, how we're going to lower the cost of data, how we're going to ensure that data sovereignty in this country, how we're going to ensure that the regulatory environment is enabling for investment attraction, and I think most importantly, how everybody who uses the infrastructure and the platforms contributes to the development of our country.
The SABC also participated in the induction program, outlining its mission, vision and challenges. The funding of the public mandate was once again brought to the fore.
We are not asking, SABC, we're not here to ask for a bailout, because the minute we talk about funding the word bailout, we're not saying that. What we are asking is for government to follow global leading practice and fund the public mandate. We've put a number on it. We know how much it is. We're just asking for it to fund it. We've seen a global shift from license fee collection to alternative funding mechanisms. And we believe that SABC also is an opportunity, South Africa has an opportunity to actually look at this and learn from, best practice around the world and see what will work for us. And there are other, I'm not going to go through this line by line, but we have identified on our side different ways in terms of how we can come up with innovative funding models, which are going to be very critical going forward.
The SABC bill, which has been returned to Parliament, is one of the key pieces of legislation to ensure the long-term financial sustainability of the public broadcaster. The bill could not be processed on time in the 6th Parliament.
The SABC bill was almost finished at the end of the 6th term, but the new board advised that we need further engagement. We are not happy that it didn't go through, but it also gives us an opportunity to listen to what the board has to say together with the executives. If there are any gaps, because at the end of the day, that bill must improve the stress and the frustration of SABC in as far as issues of revenue creation is concerned. It must also support them to the extent that for public mandate, SABC must get useful what to call funding from government. Over and above that, in the space where they operate, that bill must help SABC to compete effectively and usefully with their counterparts.
The SABC board is hopeful that the bill will be expedited.
That's what we're hoping for, and that's what we will be pushing strongly with this 7th Administration Portfolio Committee. Our view is that despite the fact that the bill in its form, as considered by the 6th Administration, had a lot of deficiencies, a lot of input came through from various stakeholders, including ourselves, in terms of that which needs to be improved in the bill in what I can call its current form. So we think that there's a lot of propositions already on the table from various stakeholders, and our view is that this portfolio committee of the 7th Administration should be able to move with speed in incorporating those, facilitating a process for incorporation of those proposals that were put forward and that have been put forward by other stakeholders.
The committee hopes to call the public broadcaster and the department back to take the committee through the bill.
That bill had gone through quite a thorough process of public consultations. We want the SABC and the department to come back and represent it to the new committee, and we'll also be taking advice on some of the issues that would have come out from the public hearings. So once we've been able to sit on it, we will be able to give a more comprehensive response.
Meanwhile, the SABC is expected to present its corporate plan to the committee on Tuesday next week. Mercedes Besant, SABC News, Somerset West.